Okay, we're back. Now, hopefully,
Since my current name will
the
always
game
be
runs a little
recognized
better.
through internet search, I'm requesting authorization to change my name. I'm working.
So that I mean, that is a valid reason. But you always, whenever you read this, you always.
I'm assuming
have,
it'll
like,
run better once I
that
don't stream in
weird stare
1440p.
at it, like, you want to change your name? You want people to not know that you did this? But again, like I said, especially like him, like the top guys of the show, the most viewed, like they all get it, and I'm sure it's got to be crushing. But whatever.
I'm working hard to be a better person overall and making a sincere effort to treat everyone with respect. I hope to meet new friends and acquaintances and wish not to be judged based
It's like acquainted. How do you spell that, by the way?
I'm working that out.
Trying to figure that out.
Judged based on one gigantic mistake I made a few years ago.
No, you definitely should be judged by that one mistake you made a few years ago, because it's not a mistake. You didn't make a mistake. You made a choice. Right. You didn't. Whoops.
It's a whoops. I wanted to go to a child's house.
That's a mistake.
Oopsies.
No, you made like a choice. It was a whole conversations happened. A long drive happened. Yeah, there's no whoopsie daisy.
However,
You put effort into that. It's your fault.
Which only led to more trolling.
It led to more trolling.
I mean, I would have been very surprised if they would have let the name change happen, because there's like legal, the sex offender registry, all this stuff would have to be changed too. And there's like, no, no, you can't change
Peanut butter.
You can leave it the same because you fucked up. Or excuse me, you screwed up.
You don't want
Whoa, I got hit.
The parents in the community you live in now to be weary of you.
Oh, Sombra, why?
Or their families or their kids or anything.
No, it's the same thing as always when it comes to these guys. It's
Okay,
always
dope.
Me. Like, it's like, oh, yeah, but me. But what about me? It's like, what about you? You like the charges for this kind of stuff are so light.
That dude, yeah, seriously.
They're being wusses. Well, I mean, they're pedophiles. Of course, they're
know,
wusses.
I got kids. Jesus Christ. They're lucky it's a sting operation. It wasn't me coming out the back of the house. You trying to talk to my daughters.
No, they'd be dead.
You wouldn't be walking out that bitch.
Exactly.
Language.
I know.
No, I couldn't do it. I wouldn't let it happen.
It's different when Chris Hansen says have a seat and when Buff Pro says have a seat when he's walking in his house. Ooh, baby. Believe that.
Jeff moved in with his parents in blank. It seems like he comes from a pretty affluent family, so he probably just mooches from his parents and stays low-key. The most recent photo comes from early 2021, which unfortunately
Go your life
marks the
basically doing that.
we have on Jeff Sokol.
Oof. Still got that same haircut too. God dang.
Yeah, he does. Tiny bit of hairline left, you know.
Yeah, gotta stick it up a little bit.
That little faux hawk right there.
That little faux hawk on there. Got the,
I'm getting bullied.
the shaved side, but it still got the sideburn on there. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Despite being one of the show's most notable people,
He is not the best looking one.
That's where they are now.
Wow, that made me sick.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like this comment here. I always die laughing when the pizza guy Pred just munching on pizza while his entire life is getting destroyed. Yep. Nah, that's a good video. So yeah, you can check out Sunny V2.
It is
watch the video yourself. Leave a comment.
hilarious.
Leave a like on this video too. It helps out a lot. Let me know what you think about that. If today's your birthday, happy birthday. I'll see you guys next time. Say toast to my friends. Bye bye. By the way, just a little bit of information for you guys that watch.
They ulted, didn't they?
I never say I love you at the end of these videos, because I feel like it's very weird to watch one of these and say, if today's your birthday, happy birthday, and I love you. Right? Right. All right. Bye-bye. Have a good day, everyone. Bye. It wasn't him. It was Kevin.
Alpha males must be stopped.
Alpha male. Oh, the most cringe concept ever has ever come up. For men who have
it's the same thing with like soy boy.
They have to prove themselves. They have to be alpha.
It's all cringe.
The best. And usually they're full of crap. Usually they're just dudes that have like the corner store sunglasses.
Damn,
and
dude.
Making Facebook videos in their truck.
I like those glasses, by the way. They have a good
alpha.
selection.
You're
there.
alpha, Dane. You're alpha.
Alpha male.
Talk about this a lot, even like the whole alpha theory, like the alpha wolves, like the scientists that like made that whole book or whatever, like even went back and was like, no, actually I was wrong. They're not. They're actually a family dynamic, and but everybody's no, alpha, I'm an alpha. I'm hanging on to it. And so today we're checking out a channel called Gunner TV, and I look down here in the comment section. It seems like good old Charlie has been watching the stream. So, and just the way that I love to do it, I love to just copy whatever Charlie's already done. You know, I just can't help myself, really. But this was recommended to me by you guys, so thank you. And heck yeah.
Guys, welcome back to
I'm getting bullied every time. This Doomfist just beats my butt every time.
I wonder if it's a reference to the glasses back in the day.
He's going hard too, though.
The gunners. When you get sweaty, you gotta put your AT-40s on, your gunners on, you got your sweatbands snapped in, you're ready to
Oh, man.
Pro gamer, you just get like a bunch of RGB lights all over the place and get your like racing chair that feels like garbage.
Okay.
If you want to spend a whole bunch of money on a very comfortable chair that'll make you better at gaming, just get your Herman Miller. There you go.
Facts.
Actual quality.
If you were to take an alpha male and put him in a room,
Rip.
no one would deny that he still remains an alpha male. But take that same alpha male and put him in a room with 9 other alpha males. Well, now, who is the true alpha?
Oh my
Are
God.
you allowed to put
Who is
10
the alpha male?
I was gonna say it sounds like an explosion. I don't know if that could even happen.
I would say it'll be a testosterone explosion, but they probably have low T, you know, and they're trying to overcompensate. And it's kind of the whole concept. It's like flexing alpha male. It's like you need to prove
You're an alpha male.
that you're better than them. You have to like put yourself above them in some way.
Alright, I'm bored of that. Nope. Over here, please. Don't want to play music because I think copyright will not treat me nice. They didn't last time. We'll just pick that one. Oompaville's pretty good.
Take a step back with me to 2008. It's the day of the swap, and the wives
Love him. Love Oompaville.
in which a seemingly trivial episode of Wife Swap resulted in something horrible. 10 years later, we've all seen Wife Swap.
He's our gorilla
It's
dumpy
one of my
savior.
favorite things to do. I've been married since 1999, guys. I have 4 kids, and I love swapping my wife out for others. There's also a TV show called Wife Swap. It's a crazy premise. You take 2 families, each with their own individual problems, and you swap the mommies.
My husband is the boss of my house.
Some women.
He's the boss of my house.
He's gonna meet his match with her.
It's a time and place to be sexy.
Well, here's the time and here's the place.
I want to punch him.
And then for some reason,
I wanna
guess
punch
the
him.
showrunners expect that will fix the problems of each individual family, but in reality, it doesn't. Sometimes the family is too strict, sometimes the family is too relaxed.
We definitely live our lives online. Pretty much everything, we'll pick up a camera and vlog it.
We have no Wi-Fi.
We live in a school bus.
Vlog. No Wi-Fi. Well,
The strict
dang.
mommy fixes the relaxed family, the relaxed mommy fixes the strict family. It's really dumb. It's like 2000s Disney movies. Kind of. I don't know what I'm talking about. Today we're going to be covering a crazy story. In fact, the craziest story to come out of
There you go,
Wife
buddy.
Swap. My favorite show. Now we've talked about Wife Swap before. There's the racist family.
Why are you guys going that way and not
the black
on
family.
the payload, guys?
Listen, you fat don't you talk to me like I want to call you. Come over here, you white piece of
I can't, because you're in the building. I can't heal you.
In fact, there's one
Yeah, like,
episode that is
get on the payload,
particularly
guys.
interesting than others because of a deep mystery that resulted after.
When you first heard about what happened to the
Ow,
Scott
ow, ow.
Hill
Oh
family,
my
what was your
gosh.
reaction?
I actually, when my
Thank
son
you, Moira.
called to tell me what had happened, he didn't know who the shooter was.
Oh my gosh.
One episode of the show that we're going to be covering today that is more interesting than the others because of what happened after. It's a bit of a mystery for now, but we'll get to it, guys. So whatever
Get him.
terrible network
Moira.
Swap show is on, they love to feature families that are on complete opposite ends of a spectrum. There's no relatability. Everyone's just crazy. They don't
Darn
choose
diggity.
balanced, healthy families for the show because it'd be boring as shit. The episode related to today's video appeared first in 2008. We've got the Party family from Illinois, the Tonkovics.
The Party family.
Lori, the husband John, and the children T. Vic and Megan.
The Tonkovic family diet is pretty much eat what you want.
Eat what you want.
My
Holy moly, that sounds like my family.
Normally sleeps late.
They're a lot more laid back than the other family. They sleep in until 1 p.m. They work when they can, and they party on the weekends. They seem really fun. It's a pretty normal family, and they especially seem fun and normal when compared to the Stockdales. Very strict household. You can see this in the way that they raise their children.
Our son Paul is a rapper known as T. Vic.
Evic. That's not a terrible rap name, at least, you know.
The husband Tim, Calvin, Charles, Jacob, and James. We can see that the children in this family are given quite a short leash, or
Oh boy.
held by the collar. They have almost no freedom whatsoever.
Video
Okay.
games, TV, and dating are all banned from this house.
There's even a weird
Wow.
transactional system. You have tokens to do. It's crazy.
Boys collect tokens by doing chores to exchange for things that they want. You know, this
Like
is
what?
They're slaves.
It's better to maybe teach your kids that in spite of luxury.
Well,
we're
what
all
do the
the same.
tokens get?
We're all
Like
just a skeleton.
actual prizes, or just like
The men of the
free
family
time?
would also play in a
Or
folk band, which is
time
kind of
off the
cool.
leash?
Manager. She was kind of the Charles Manson of the group. She would book shows for them, etc. They even toured around the country and were pretty successful. It was pretty cool. Leaving the house was probably culture shock for the boys, to be honest, because they don't seem like they have any sort of freedom whatsoever. So in the episode,
Literally.
they swap, and during the first week, they have to spend their lives living like the family that they're joining. So Kathy Stockdale has to loosen up when she's with the Tonkovics. And Lori, the party mom, has to get with it, my man. That sounds horrible. It'd be like a damn military boot camp compared to what she's used to.
In Illinois, back from spending more money on the girls, Kathy confronts John about spoiling his kids.
Why do you allow the ladies in your house to spend money on manicures when in one day they can blow almost
Because people should have fun.
Because that's what they enjoy.
The Stockdales also live
Yeah,
in seclusion
you live
on
your
a
life
farm
to the
protect
fullest.
children from
Do the things you love.
influences of the outside world, negative debauchery, things like TikTok, Instagram, Pornhub.
Pornhub.
To work from sun up to sundown. A typical farmer's day. Been there, done that. Don't like it. Never gonna do that ever again. I raised a cow when I was 9 years old. His name was Chalupa. I sold
Chalupa.
him and then bought him back and then ate him. The work part of it seems pretty cool, but the kids were never allowed to go out and socialize and just be kids. It's pretty sad.
If you saw a beautiful girl walking down the road, wouldn't you think, oh man, I'd like to take her out on a date?
That might be a first reaction, but second thought, no.
How do they find somebody to marry without dating? Unless it's an arranged marriage and
True.
the way they're living, I wouldn't be surprised.
By the way, the Stockdales are the primary focus.
Arranged
of
marriages,
and
it's kind of like forced marriage. It's just kind of messed up and not cool. We don't like that.
Play around with his brothers. That makes sense.
What would you do if you didn't have a schedule?
Creepy and it's weird and controlling and just
No work.
unfair for everyone all around, you know?
A lot more free time.
Freedom's important.
Play around with my brothers.
Then she leaves the room and sees that they have
Being
no
strict
idea
and
what
also
to do if they
keeping
run
some
free.
boundaries is important because that's how life is, you know? If you don't set your boundaries, you're gonna get stuck with the wrong people. But, on the other hand, if you have only boundaries and you don't focus on anything else,
But they say they don't
well,
want to
crap.
because it's their
You're
decision.
not gonna get to really explore the world, won't you?
Which that's based. That's based in trad pilled. All right, guys, girls are icky. Stay away from them. Kind of seems at this point like the children have been brainwashed. That the parents are maybe a little bit too strict. For example, the other mother, Kathy, in the Tonkovic household,
Moira.
is having quite a hard time.
It's time for Kathy to hand out tokens for chores, but Sam's having trouble understanding the token system.
We worked hard all day. You don't have to give us little merits and have a big organized chart. It's okay to clean and just do it for the cleaning, not for rewards.
I'd be happy to give you some more
But are you going
materials.
to learn anything from us? Like, not be so close-minded about everything.
I'm close-minded.
I agree.
So fast forward 9 years. A 911 call from the Stockdale house was made. The phone call was ended quickly without anyone speaking, and the police were dispatched to the location. That's just what police do whenever you call them and then just hang up immediately. They always go and investigate what's going on. I did this when I was a child, accidentally. As police arrived on the
Accidentally,
scene, they
of
heard
course.
a gunshot, and they quickly called for backup. As they moved into the house, the body of James
You
was
go.
seen at the front door. And upstairs, they found the body of Kathy on the floor. In the house, they also found Jacob, the second to last son, with a gunshot wound to his head.
Whoa!
But, you know, dying. After finding Jacob and pinning up the scene, the police started their investigation. They found that Jacob had committed a double murder and then tried to commit on himself for
Oh my
seemingly no
gosh.
reason, which is the craziest part. And I say he tried.
That's
to
like insanity.
because he survived. He got reconstructive surgery on his face after the murder. Absolutely insane. The same year this all happened, he was given psychological tests to see if he could plead insanity, because this is obviously an insane thing to do.
Previous report issued by Psychodiagnostic. I am also going to.
Why would you do that, man? I don't get it. In any situation, why do you do that?
In November of 2019, he tried to escape the mental hospital twice, which is probably not bad for his case of insanity. So he's crazy enough to murder his mom and brother, but not crazy enough to stay in the loony bin. So time went by. The police knew exactly what happened. The investigation was complete. We go to February of 2020, where he was seen as sane enough to stand trial for his crimes.
It's her opinion, based on a reasonable psychological certainty, that you are not suffering from a severe mental defect at this time of the charge.
4 years after the murder of his mom and brother, and 12 years after the episode of Wife Swap, he admitted that he was guilty of the murders, and he was given a sentence in April of 2021. What's crazy to me is that he's only going to spend 30 years in jail, 15 years for each murder. I guess he'll be 56 when he gets out of jail, so that's not that bad, I guess, but I just say lock him up, throw it. He's fucking crazy. This guy's crazy as shit. The most insane thing is that throughout all of this, there's still no motive for Jacob. Why would
Kill this man.
That's a big question. Why would this person who was once a small child on the funny
Let's go.
Wife Swap decide to kill his brother and mom and then himself and fail?
And fail.
Try to escape a loony bin. I have no idea. It definitely seems like the kids weren't exactly enjoying their lives from the episode of Wife Swap.
Obviously.
Freedom. I will say that Lori Tonkovic has an idea as to what could have caused Jacob to do this. She thinks the lack of freedom that the kids had contributed to the crime. Jacob also apparently told Lori at the time of the Wife Swap episode that he was afraid his parents would condemn him to hell for the freedom of choice she told him to have on the show. He was afraid that that show would condemn him to hell. What the fuck? So,
like he wasn't already going to hell for killing.
Reality TV shows. Why do they just find the craziest people and then just make them a bunch of money and put them into the spotlight? Just dip. Make an episode and then dip. You got TLC, My Strange Addiction, My 600-Pound Life. What is wrong with all these people? Why do we like watching this kind of stuff? And it's always done under the guise of offering.
And kind of watching them is almost like supporting,
You're just taking the
you know,
the obvious easy high road.
bad things.
So anyways, bit of a dark story. Let me know what you guys think down below. I appreciate it.
Yo.
The guy we're talking
Yeah,
about
bud.
today kinda is, to be honest. He's a really bad guy. He's a stinking doodlehead. And he was
A dewy
on my
face.
favorite TV show of all time, My 600-Pound Life. This fella's name is Steven Asante. You may have seen clickbait around of him. Maybe
Oh my
heard of him
gosh.
before. He's been everywhere, really.
He doesn't look real.
He's been on TLC, and he's got quite an interesting life that I would like to show you guys, because it's interesting.
I'm on the bedpan for half an hour. I got piss all over my bed. Get the out of here.
Not a good guy.
He's from New York.
Really not a good guy. But I do wish him the best, and I hope that he can turn things around. Steven Asante
No
is
way.
kind of like the scum of the earth a little bit. I don't want to be like too mean. He's a 40-year-old man, lives with his father. He's from Rhode Island, which is rare. Not a lot of people from there, okay? He's best known for his appearance on TLC's show My 600-Pound Life, but since then he's grown in terms of his following and his physical size. In fact, Steven weighed at his peak nearly 800 pounds, which is quite
800?
That's a lot of weight for one person. I weigh 162,
How
baby.
do you
That's
live
the most
like
I've
that?
ever weighed in my entire life. I'm getting jacked. Okay, guys. I don't want to alarm you, but I'm on trend. We're gonna be
He's
delving
on trend.
deeper, into who
Let's
Steven
go.
Asante is. If you guys don't like my sense of humor, I apologize, but I think this guy's a bit of a turd. So he's a bit of a dork. So I'm gonna make fun of him a little bit. So
Of course.
I mentioned Steven was on Dr. Phil a while ago in an episode of House of Hatred that was filmed in 2007. He was in a house of hatred with a couple of other interesting characters.
If you jack with me, I will fire you in a heartbeat.
Guy named B hates white people.
Dr.
Guy named
Phil's
Eric
messed up
hates
too.
Black people. Well, actually, he
Like
thinks
he's
white
weird.
people are
Dr.
best
Phil
and
is.
white supremacy. And then we got Steven hates thin people. A
Well, because it's all reality TV. None of it's really real. There's not really any good intentions on reality TV. Especially with Dr. Phil, like, he's not really there to help the people. He's there to show how crazy those people are so he can make money.
Just get your lazy ass up and clean it. I was not asked nicely the first time.
Yo, relax.
Dishes are clean for me. The list goes on. I never done any of that before.
Show some respect, bruh.
Interesting thing to hate. I cannot imagine hating people who are thin. That's strange. I can't imagine hating people based on the color of their skin either.
No reason to.
So strange. Our character here.
I can understand, like, if there's a jealousy reason, but on the other hand, it's, like, messed up, you know?
Power and hiling Hitler, you know, that old classic chestnut of a thing to do. And then he basically gets called out and shit on by Dr. Phil and the other members of the house for just being an attention seeker. A total goober. A total goober, if you will.
A goober.
This guy's a real imagine getting called out by Gary the white supremacist.
Gary the white supremacist.
Now, all this isn't related to
supremacist.
part of Steven's life, which
Words.
is the TLC, but it just kind of paints the picture on who he will become. He is this guy all the time.
He is this guy.
2007, baby. That's right.
Oh.
We got a timeline of events here, mother.
Love
Also, he
Wimpy.
has his own YouTube channel, which is dope as well. He's got his own content that he posts. It's really good.
It's really good. What?
In 2009, he made that YouTube channel I was mentioning, and he posts dances to popular songs of the time, which is awesome. His name was Fat.
That's so dope.
Love the name. It feels illegal to watch this. That song goes hard.
He knows what he's doing, too.
I love that music. I love that band. I love them all. I'm getting hard right now. His channel.
Yo.
I'm not exactly sure why. Maybe he just took it down himself. But people have been re-uploading the clips. Fat Boy Get Down, rest in peace. All right, rest in peace, Fat Boy. He kind of reminds me of that guy who farts on his roommate's door. I like that guy, though. That guy seems funny. So this epic content that Steven was creating gained some popularity for him. Good job. I mean, look at this classic video. Incredible. He gained so much popularity that he was invited to be a feature on the show My 600 Pound Life. In my opinion, the connection to Dr. Phil probably was more the reason, less than the Fat Boy Get Down views, but you never know.
You never know. Maybe one of the sponsors of the show saw Fat Boy Get Down and they were like, yeah, this is it. This is the one that'll make us big.
Wild. Here's what he does.
But for the past 80 days, Steven was getting the help he needed at Rhode Island Hospital, where he lost 20 pounds. But after Steven violated his care plan by ordering pizza, Steven said the hospital told him he can no longer stay.
As you could probably imagine, that'd be like getting your craft beer club delivered to an AA meeting. Not good.
I was supposed to stay there and lose all my weight and get down to 550 to get the gastric bypass. That was their plan.
He gets forced to move back in with his father, and My 600 Pound Life starts 2007.
And then he's screwed.
From the My 600 Pound Life stuff is he gets forced to move back in with his father, and he gives absolutely zero shits about what happens to him, which kind of makes sense because there's 10 pizza boxes hidden in his closet. That's right, guys.
10
pizza boxes hidden in the closet.
Holy moly.
And I see 10.
Look at this guy. He looks so nice.
I said, let me tell you something.
He seems like such a friendly dude.
Oh, wow. That seems illegal. It sucks that it's always the dads to me. It's always the dads who just get this short end of the stick in this situation.
Well, because the dads are, like, always the most strict ones, and they're ones that always yell and fight and actually try. And people who, you know, don't want to get any better, obviously going to fight it.
Crazy. That just seems alien, man. I just feel bad for the dad, and also he's dumb because he's enabling it. What are the police gonna do? Can put you in jail? No. He screams at his dad, says he's gonna call.
It's a wash.
Crazy bastard.
But he wanted his way. He used to threaten me and say, look, if I don't eat, I'm going to call the police on you.
Keep in mind, this is a 35-year-old
Call the police
man, right?
because he can't
Father
eat.
As if he's a child, because he found 10 pizza boxes and his dad doesn't want his own son to die. So he gets
Penguins.
Now, although most of TLC shows are just kind of fabricated, and you know it could be debated to the end of time whether or not this is a real moment. Knowing Casey King's story, for example, I still think it paints a bad picture for Steven, and there's a lot more to this that looks bad in his favor, you know, as compared to Casey, who is a saint. Steven gets moved across country to a treatment.
I love Casey, man.
Right, and upon arrival, he
That's like the best one.
dashing and charming personality.
Like he actually got better, and like he's actually a really good man. He got better too. Like he wasn't always nice, but you know, got skinnier, started doing better things for himself, and you know, that develops a lot better personality.
Immediately after this, we meet the doctor that is
Mercy, you are wonderful.
Stephen's treatment. Dr. Now, who we've seen plenty in the past. I love this guy and his gold-plated stethoscope. I want to be like him when I'm a 50-year-old
Darn diggity.
Persian man. Maybe 80 years. I don't know how old he is. He looks old. I think he's also Iranian, I'm pretty sure, which is Persia, I'm pretty sure. I don't fucking know, dude. All right, I'm a Balkan. I'm not actually, I lied. I do have a Greek grandparent.
Oh no.
He starts to bitch and moan for pain meds because the trip
Uh-oh.
caused him so much discomfort.
Hi. I'm
Oh,
Dr.
we're back.
Nice to meet you. You doing okay?
Yeah, and a lot of pain from the trip, though. It was quite the ride.
Dr.
Wow.
Now, being the
What?
badass that he is, immediately calls bullshit and just suggests that Stephen is abusing care to have access to hospital-level painkillers.
He's casually asking for some pain medication, but his body language shows that he really wants it. So he's either in a lot of pain right now, or we are dealing with a very addictive and
A drug addict.
personality here.
I also kind of get that vibe as well, which is not good. Please don't take advantage of that. It is a absolute pandemic.
Not good.
Dr. Now kind of has a history of being a blunt, no holds barred doctor. He's the Persian Dr. Phil, really, is what's happening here. He's very stern, very harsh. Choose your adjective, right? Now, these people are likely where they are because they were never told no by someone who they actually respected during their lives. That's not the entire reason, but that definitely precipitates negative behavior. We can all agree on that, right? Adults grow up. They become big, giant babies. They have their entitlement and all the chips on their shoulders with them, and sometimes they physically eat the chips on their shoulder. And Dr. Now sees this, knows it, and does not want to continue the trend. He doesn't coddle them or let them get away with any excuses that they've used their entire lives, which is based in red pills. Come on, Dr. Now, you're awesome. This is when Stephen's treatment begins in the show. He's put on a limited diet and a strict routine, and he's trying to lose 50 pounds a month. Now, that is a lot of weight for someone like me, but that is not that much weight for him.
Okay, Steven, we're going to start doing control.
Well, because it comes off easier. That amount of weight.
We should be able to get you to lose
Especially when you're bigger, you know. When you're bigger, it's easier to lose weight. Or like number-wise to lose weight. And when you get skinnier, it's harder because there's less body fat to come off.
Pounds, which is common. It's the classic weight, because like if you get the surgery and then you just keep eating, it doesn't work. It's not how it works. Stephen at first seems fairly optimistic and cooperative, but it isn't long before we start to see the large morsel squeal from his credits. He calls on the nurses relentlessly, asking to be just cared upon at every moment. It's wild.
Ooh.
It's like the hospital's a 5-star restaurant.
That did not end well.
Very frustrated how long I have to wait for everything. I have to call them and check on things.
Yeah, man, just shut up. How about
Oh
that?
well.
Be quiet.
GG's.
He even literally says, if I act like a kid, I want you to treat me like a kid. If you do what now, you want what now? Dude, come on, man. This is crazy.
Just
If I
weird.
act like a kid, I want you to treat me like a kid.
Well, then that's fine. Then I guess this makes sense. There's even a testimonial from one of his nurses that describes
Oh.
what kind of person he is. He asks for
1, 2, 3, 4.
and when you don't get it, you toss your urine pan on the ground. This
Wiped.
is not a good person, guys. This is
Dang.
a very bad person. It is a big
Oh, the
giant
teabagging.
child. He says
Wow.
He is a kid. He's a massive
Okay.
child. It's an admittance to that, it seems like to me. Doctor now hears
Be back
this
in a
and
sec.
confronts him about his behavior. Okay. And then he apologizes, and it's great.
I know that, and I apologize for it.
Apology mean nothing.
Doctor now just does not